Beautiful shot. Great job. So, go ahead and set up for me. We've worked on the setup, okay? We've got that pretty good. Everything's balanced. Pressure's in the balls of your feet. Now we have to start getting in a position where we're getting the club back to the top, okay? So the first movement I want out of all my players is for them to get the right hip, for a right-handed player, moving up and back in the backswing. So you see how I'm pushing that way? That's the first move. I'm going to grab you here, and we're going to turn together. So start the backswing. Beautiful. So you see that load right there?
Yeah.
That's the first movement that you want to have in your golf swing. See how your whole chest starts opening up there?
Yeah.
Okay? That's the key. So we're moving to what we call P2, which is club parallel in the downswing. So start back. Beautiful. Right here. That's the position. Make sure that leg doesn't completely lock out.
Okay.
You know, you want to have a little bit of flexion in it. Now, the one thing I'm seeing here is you're sliding a little bit backwards away from the target. Make sure it's just a turn, okay? Just a pure rotation. Exactly. That's perfect. Good. Now from here, we are going to feel the club hinge and our arms lift, okay? You made a comment to me early on in the day about avoiding your personality, right? How do you deal with that? So with a lot of women, let me borrow your club. This is an important movement pattern to have, okay? So a lot of women will go here and just take their arms out like that, but that causes a big problem. Anytime we get in a position where the hands move out and the club head starts to move behind us, we can get in a lot of trouble. I like my players to get in here and just turn, open their chest, and then feel like they're really lifting to the top, okay? So once we clear and we feel like it's just vertical movement out of our arms and our hands, that's actually going to get us into a really good position at the top every time. So that's why we want that big turn out of you early. So go ahead and grip it. Make that big turn. Good, good. Give me one more. Really try and load that there. Good. Now you're leaning off that golf ball a little bit again. I'm going to grab you and just make sure we get the turn.
Okay.
Bring it back. Let's go. Boom. See how you're turning? So stay right there. See how your hips are level?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's supposed to be back.
Well, watch my lead hip. So this is my left side. Okay. When I go back, my left hip is actually under my right hip. Okay. I don't want to turn and get everything level. I want to create an inclination in my pelvis right there every time. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So try and get that turn, get the inclination. That will help you get that in your shoulders too. That's better, that's better, that's better. So we want to feel, okay, that the lead shoulder is pointed more to the golf ball.
Yeah.
And we're going to take our chin and look right over it. So it's just above my shoulder when I go back. So go ahead and take that back. That's a much better load. There's some tilt there. Everything's great. Now, feel like your arms are a little bit more pushed away. So if you can get here and you can make that backswing your regular movement pattern, you're going to be in a really good position to play a lot of really good golf. Give me one more. Good load. Don't feel like you're leaning as much. Try and take it back. See how you're fighting my hand?
Yeah.
Feel like your chest is just going to turn. Let's go. There you go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Do that on your own. Just turn. Rotate the chest around too. Great backswing. That's so good. That's exactly what we want to get out of you every time. All right, so grip the club. Now we want to feel when we get up to the top of the backswing, right, that we get that club into the wall. So we don't want this club to be up here vertical over your head. We want it to be more in a slightly laid off position, okay? So that's perfect right there. That's the feel you want. Let's do it again. Set up. Let's take it back to the top. Beautiful. That's your feel. All right, so you sit up on your own. I want you to get that club up to the top. Turn it back there. Touch it. Wow, that's getting so much better. Couldn't do that the first time we tried it. Let's do it again. Dynamic. If you can get that club back there, you're going to have a really easy time transitioning into the golf ball and you're going to be able to hit a lot of really easy, solid shots. So that's great work.
That's what we want.
That's what we want. All right, so let's talk about your golf swing. Okay, you get in here, and the first thing you're doing, and it's been a while, it's okay. You're going up, you're taking your hand out like this, and you set everything behind you, and you start turning, get everything narrow, and let this arm go up here, and you are in what we would call a very bad spot at the top of your backswing, okay? So we talked about this the last time we did a lesson ages ago, okay? We want your body to bring the hands in. We do not want the hands separating from our body initially, okay? When we get in here, the first feel is that our chest is going to open some, and it's going to drag our handle in. If there was a wall out here on my hand line, right? When I set up, if I had a wall here, you would never bust through that wall with your hands in the initial takeaway, right? You would get in here and turn them just inside the wall. Does that make sense? Never going through this wall. There's a whole bunch of walls we don't go through in a golf swing. Hand wall is one of them. So the first feel we're going to have is that the chest turns us to P2. So come in here. That's the first thing we're going to do. Okay, so set up for me. Get your grip on there. There's a wall right here. Okay? Start turning your chest and bringing that club back. So you see that feel right there?
Right.
That's way different than your first move, which is this.
Right.
Okay? Now, let's set up again. Let's get that club neutral. There we go. I turned it. There you go. Okay. Turn back to P2. Okay. From here, this is where the hinge starts. So you see that little movement right there? That's all that we need out of our hands. Okay? That's everything your hands are going to do in the golf swing. Okay? Keep turning your body. Get up to the top. Now that is a totally different, good position. Your leg is moved well. Your hip is moved. Your chest is moved. You are in a good position. Your arms are wide away from your body. They're not getting too narrow here. They're wide. That's exactly where we want you to feel. So set up for me. Okay. Go to P2 on your own. Do not go through the wall. There you go. Turn your chest. There you go. Now hinge. There you go. Now keep turning. Good job, Ruby. Okay, so we just talked to you a second ago, and you were talking about getting back to the golf ball from your position, right? I want you to feel, after you get that good position in your backswing, okay? Now we're going to have to keep taking that slow. Once we start putting speed, you immediately want to just hinge it up and lift it, right? Take it slow up to the top. We're going to freeze here, okay? Then to get us back down to the golf ball, we're going to take that right shoulder and feel like the right shoulder is moving down to the golf ball while our butt goes back a little bit. A while ago, I put you up against a wall, right? And we shot a video where you're working everything back and you're keeping that club against the wall. We're keeping it shallow, right? So we're going to take that same feel. That video went viral, by the way. It's got like hundreds of thousands of views. We are going to sit here and we are going to feel like our butt's going back. That right shoulder is going down to the golf ball, and that's going to allow the club head to get back to it. Okay? Does that make sense? All right.
I was just wondering, because as I was doing my, my practice and my routine, and then when I come down, I don't always hit the grass. So
Sure.
It must be,
You stand up a lot.
standing up,
Absolutely.
right.
I mean, you get so narrow at the top. Standing up is something you're going to have to do, right? But you can really feel if that right shoulder's the thing working down, that's going to bring the club down to the golf ball consistently, and that's what you're looking for.
Consistency.
Consistency. And then we can be viral Ruby. Let's go. Go up there and show me some. Hey guys, if you like this video, hit like and subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. I come out with new content every Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Thanks a lot, guys.